The morning was cold and gray. Neighbors walking their dogs along the cobbled streets of a small English town kissed the police cars parked outside a modest terraced house. Crime scene tape fluttered in the wind. Inside, detectives worked in silence. Every corner of the house was photographed, every footprint measured, every item logged. The victim, a young woman in her early 20s, had been found in her own home. Her family was devastated. Friends were in shock. Local media swarmed, but the details were scarce. Detective Sergeant Helen Cooper, a veteran with over 15 years on the force, arrived to coordinate the investigation. She immediately noticed irregularities. The front door was locked from the inside, but windows were slightly open. It didn't match a typical break-in. As evidence was collected, the team discovered a series of handwritten notes tucked in a drawer, cryptic messages that hinted at a personal motive. Detectives had no clear suspect yet, but every clue suggested this wasn't random. It was personal. The police began to piece together the timeline: who had last seen the victim, what she did the night before, and which relationships in her life could be relevant. Each new interview revealed small, disturbing details that raised more questions than answers. And then, late one evening, a breakthrough came. A neighbor recalled seeing a suspicious figure loitering near the house 2 nights prior. A blurry CCTV image captured a man in a hooded jacket, walking briskly along the street, but his face was indistinct. The hunt was now on. Who was the man on the CCTV? And how did he know the victim? Detectives worked around the clock, following leads from across the UK. The investigation team examined phone records, social media activity, and local CCTV from surrounding streets. Every detail was analyzed. The victim had been active on social media, sharing photos, plans, and messages with friends. One seemingly minor post became key evidence: a comment thread revealing tension with an acquaintance. The investigators took notice. Meanwhile, forensic experts combed through the house. Fingerprints, fibers, and DNA samples were meticulously collected. Modern investigative tools allowed them to compare unknown samples against national databases. Detective Cooper focused on establishing the victim's last known interactions. She interviewed co-workers, friends, and family, searching for inconsistencies or leads. It soon became clear someone had been deliberately manipulating the timeline of events, trying to create confusion. Then, after weeks of investigation, major break came. Digital evidence placed a suspect at the scene on the night of the murder. It was someone known to the victim, someone trusted. Detectives obtained a warrant, and forensic evidence connected this person directly to the crime. The suspect was arrested quietly in the early morning hours. While in custody, police carefully reviewed his background, previous criminal activity, psychological profile, and possible motives. The case that had seemed almost unsolvable was finally narrowing. Could the suspect be guilty, or was there more to uncover behind the carefully constructed alibi? The trial began months later, drawing national attention. Prosecutors presented the evidence: CCTV footage, digital records, forensic matches, and witness statements. Defense attorneys tried to cast doubt, but the weight of the evidence was overwhelming. During the proceedings, investigators revealed the chilling motive. The crime had been fueled by jealousy, resentment, and a series of escalating conflicts. The courtroom was silent as jurors absorbed the details, piece by piece. After hours of deliberation, the jury reached a verdict. The suspect was found guilty on all counts. Sentencing followed, reflecting the severity of the crime and the impact on the victim's family. Justice, painstakingly pursued over months of tireless work, was finally served. Detective Cooper reflected on the investigation. Every detail mattered, every lead pursued. From the initial shock to the courtroom closure, the team's dedication brought clarity to a confusing and tragic event. The case also highlighted broader lessons: the importance of forensic science, modern investigative technology, and the tireless work of law enforcement in bringing closure to families. Though justice was served, the echoes of the crime remain a reminder that behind every case are real people, real lives, and the unrelenting pursuit of truth. This was the story of a murder investigation in the UK, where persistence, forensic breakthroughs, and careful detective work solved a case that could have remained a mystery forever. True crime isn't just about the crime, it's about the people, the investigation, and the search for justice. This video presents a short summary of a crime documentary case to highlight the investigation process and help viewers understand how criminal investigations and legal judgments can unfold in few minutes. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe for more crime documentary.